Good evening from Psychology India and Pedalpal. And I hope that, yes, I can see Sumanta Gupta here. And I'm just waiting for Suchanda to join. And do let us know how you guys are liking our every Sunday 4 p.m. live that we are doing for the last 2 months. Hi, Suchanda. So
Hi.
we are all here with Sumanta Gupta and Suchanda Vyas. And as you know that this is our regular Sunday 4 p.m. live that we have been doing for the past couple of months. And before self introduction, I think that I should introduce Sumanto and Suchanda to our viewers. They have just completed a fantastic ride to the northeast, to be very specific, to Arunachal Pradesh, and they are both of them are have been cycling tourists for quite some time. In the sense that, as far as I know, that Suchanda started touring in 2016-17, if I'm not wrong. Is it, Suchanda? Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's almost more than 5 years in the sense. And Sumanto also, I think you have been doing like 6-7 years almost. That
It's 2017. 17
2007.
was my first tour.
Oh, that's good. That's good. So 5 years of experience they both have, and Suchanda has already toured lots of countries also, including Sri Lanka,
Not
and
not
not lot. Okay, fine, not lot.
yeah, just
But
one country. Yeah.
okay, and she has also done Delhi, Mumbai, right?
Yeah.
And
Manali Leh.
Manali, Leh, and Leh, Lamayadu.
Yeah.
Yeah. So our research is good, I must say. No, it's everything is in
Thank
your
you.
profile.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's everything in her social media profile. So anyone can visit her social media profile and keep a track on where and how and when she is going on her next tour. But we'll come
No,
back
she
to the
hardly
next.
talks about it.
Okay, okay. And Sumanta has done lots of tours, like as far as I remember, in the Darjeeling Hills in North Bengal and in Sikkim also, in Jelepla, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And
Yes. Jaipur
of
was my first.
yes, and he has been a super radioneer in BRM from Kolkata, and he also did her. His sorry, I was just tired of his and her and all
His
these
and
things.
her, right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and this is the first time that we have got a lady in our live on Psychology India and Pedalpal live.
Oh.
So and so we
So you have to deal
Sumanta,
with her, right?
yeah, and Sumanta did Deccan Cliffhanger, I think, in 2016, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
16 he did Deccan Cliffhanger, and of course he has been a good cyclist for quite some time. And who will start introducing and who will start telling me the journey of either Sumanta, Suchanda, anyone can you start how you started your cycling touring and why you have started the thing.
Okay. Then let me tell you this. It was me and Suchanda who got connected in Cyclop. I made a post in Cyclop that I wanted to do either in Manipur or in the specific, more generally in the Northeast. So Suchanda was the one who got connected to me, saying that she is interested, and it was in 2020, I believe. It was in 2020. So after that, 2021, nothing much happened because of COVID and all, and we postponed our ride. Actually, this ride was supposed to be in November 2021.
Okay.
So we postponed this ride. We initially went for going in the month 1.5 kilometers from line of actual control. That's it. We were on the first. There is a Gompa post and something like the ITBP post.
Mm-hmm.
We were on that post,
You
and
got the requisite permissions and everything, so that was not a problem.
actually, for us Indians, all you need is to have an inner line permit.
Okay. And
that you need when you are entering Arunachal itself.
And you can
So-
do it online. I mean, you can apply for ILP online.
Yes, we did our ILPs online.
Because
Both of us.
I'm asking such lame questions because there are lots of people, there are lots of cyclists, those who want to go to Arunachal, those who want to explore Northeast. So for them, they might come from Pune, they might come from Bangalore, they might come from Mumbai, Delhi, and everywhere. So for them, this kind of information is very necessary so that you can get an online ILP. So that is important.
Yes. Okay. And it's easy. You just name the specific place you want to go.
Okay.
There is a interactive map also in the website. You just go there, apply for it. Within 1 or 2 days, it gets approved.
Okay. Yeah. Carry on. Tell us about the thing.
So that's it. And we plan to visit Walong. The main objective of visiting Walong, that this is the easternmost point of India, first of all, as I said. And beside that, it was also, there is a war memorial, lesser known war memorial over there, Walong War Memorial. So these two, and the terrain itself is very challenging too. We thought of doing it because of the challenging terrain. It is one way from Dibrugarh to Dibrugarh to Walong. The elevation gain was around 6,000 plus meters.
Oh, that's
so great. In 6,000 plus meters in 400 kilometers straight. In 400 kilometers, you are gaining 600 plus meters.
6,000 meters. Yeah.
So 6,000 meters of elevation gain. So I believe that's a challenge to, at least to me, and we thought of doing it entirely on our own. We carried all our stuff. We carried stove, saucepan. She had, in fact, tent, obviously, for cooking. Miniature immersion rod. Suchanda bought.
Okay, yeah, you need
just get in.
Yeah, ready to
pack
eat.
Food,
yeah,
tent,
food, yes.
sleeping bag, everything we had with us. So we were ready for every eventuality, because you don't get accommodation. There are no hotels. All you have is basically a few homestays after, say, 110-20 kilometers. And
night halts, like from you had tent, but you could not pitch tent everywhere.
Yeah.
So you need at least a kind of a town, or maybe a big village or something like that, where you can get the basics of like water and other stuff, essentials.
We actually were very much lucky that we did not have to pitch a tent.
Okay, that's good.
Like we reached Teju at 1 o'clock. We had our lunch and started from Teju at around 2 o'clock, I believe. If Suchanda can correct me, we had our lunch after, say, 10 kilometers,
10 kilometers after Teju. Yeah.
Yes. And we were planning to do the Udayak Pass climb on that very day itself.
Okay.
But at 3 o'clock, it started
raining. Yeah.
Oh.
And in the morning, we were drenched for about 3.5 hours. तो मॉर्निंग का तो बात वो है कि भाई कपड़ा सूख गया, उसके बाद धूप निकल आया, कपड़ा सूख गया. लेकिन दोपहर में 3 बजे अगर 4 बजे अगर रेन आता है, we will have to be we have to spend the night all wet. So there's no point pushing forward. So what we did, we were looking for some places, some locality. So over there we found a BRO camp.
Okay.
BRO कैंप वालों को जब हम लोगों ने पूछा तो उन लोगों ने बताया कि हाँ हम एकोमोडेट कर देते हैं आपको. लोकल में उनका एक ढाबा है, वो भी एक BRO वाला ही चलाता है. तो द ढाबा वाला agreed to host us.
Okay.
And they were so good कि हम लोगों ने इनिशियली विजिट की, आप परमिशन दे दो हम बाहर ही टेंट कर लेंगे. They said no, you don't have to pitch tent, you come and share our accommodation. So that's how the people there. Next day we were stuck in Mongpani because of light was not there. It was 6 o'clock near about when we reached Mongpani, and the next town Hauliang was 24 kilometers still to go.
Okay.
And literally that stretch do not have any road. It's all bumpy and boulders. So again we approached a BRO camp and they managed our accommodation. So again somehow we could. The next day was very much important because our target was Wolong and it was around 134 kilometers from Mongpani. So that day we put on in a village called Kuibang. Yes, Kuibang.
Oh, Suchanda remembers the names of the villages also.
No, I don't remember. I write.
Oh, that's so nice. Yeah.
Suchanda jot down everything.
Oh, that's good.
Whenever we stop,
I have a very small memory, so I write down. And this is my Jama Khata, you know.
Good.
जमा खाता वहाँ पे बैठ के चाय पीते पीते बन जाता है.
Otherwise, you cannot remember everything. I mean,
I don't remember. No, I have a very small. There is a question. Do you route recce before deciding on where to go for a tour?
Right.
Can I answer this?
Please answer.
Yes, please.
If you are a tourer, you cannot recce a route. Tourer is a one who goes to a place and sees the place as it is. And when we organize a tour for somebody, we don't organize, we just tour, right? So there is a basic difference between a tour organizer and a tourer. So we are tourer, we just go. Yes, maybe we have taken some information from the net, maybe some videos where people have already been there, maybe some bikers, blogs, what Shumanto did. It was his work. I didn't even see a single video he has sent me. I told, I want to see it as it is, you know, my first experience rather than experiencing through somebody. So PKI_world, I would say, no, we don't do route recce because we are tourer. Yes, we do research on the net to check out our routes. That's all.
And maybe the weather conditions and everything.
Yeah, that is always there. And sometimes as a tourer, I feel, you know, as and when you have time, you want to go. Then let's face it. A traveler and a tourer is somebody who wants to travel no matter what it is.
Right.
Yeah, please continue. Sorry, Shumanta, but continue.
No, कोई बात नहीं.
Because
so these 3 nights, these 3 nights were the ones when we were supposed to pitch our tent. But thankfully, due to the locals, we did not. They hosted us. In fact, in Kuibang, they gave us their bedroom, and they themselves slept in the dining room.
That's great.
हम लोग उनका बेड पे जाके सोए. They were sleeping on the floor outside.
People were very humble, you know, and honestly, what I realized that they are very well-to-do because they are farmers. They grow their own food, right? But their hearts are very pure in the sense they don't have forget about internet. They don't have electricity also. So whatever solar power they resume and they use it for the TV and one light. That's all they use it for. But people are very generous and very helpful and very loving. That's more important. The kind of food they have
They
served.
gave us lots of oranges.
Oranges also.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oranges were free.
you told us that there is something that in the orange photo that we have used for the poster for this.
Yes,
What
yes,
is the
yes,
story
yes,
behind
yes.
oranges?
This is the time we went in this particular area of Arunachal is
Howling.
famous for Howliang oranges.
Okay.
It's a mandarin orange, and
It's very
this
sweet.
is their main cash crops.
Main cash crops. Yeah.
Okay.
And most of them gets exported.
Yeah.
अपना बगीचा जो है वो अपना दे देता है, उठा लो, जो बचा कुचा है वो मार्केट में आ जाता है, या फिर अपने आप कुछ ले लेता है, और बाकी मार्केट.
But they taste amazing. They taste amazing. No matter how much money I put on buying good oranges in Delhi, but Delhi oranges stands nowhere. You know, they were such tasty. And I carried 3-4 kilos.
Yes, I was about to tell that.
And
3-4 kilos she took on her luggage.
Yes.
Upon her luggage कि भाई ये तो नहीं मिलने वाला, पैसा देकर भी नहीं मिलेगा, तो मैं ये लेकर चलता हूँ.
And you carried it all the way to Delhi from there?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
My God.
I don't mind carrying extra luggage because when you are a
it's
tourist,
not extra luggage, but yeah, cycling tour.
No, extra luggage, not for, I'm talking about for plane. I'm talking about for my riding.
Yeah,
I never talk about when you have to carry your things, you have to carry. Don't worry, whether it's 1 kilo or 100 kilos, you know.
Good.
That is something I believe.
Good. So that is the story of the oranges. Good.
Yes.
Yes. And apart from this Howliang, Anjav district where we went, there is another place which is known as the Orange Bowl of Arunachal, Dambuk. Beside Pasighat, and between this falls between Pasighat and Roing.
Yes.
30
While coming back.
from each place.
Yeah.
No, Dambuk is on the left side of Teju.
Okay.
Okay. That was that we are planning to do on some other trip, Arki.
Oh, good.
Me and Suchanda. तो if अगर छुट्टी मिलता है, सब कुछ ठीक ठाक होता है तो.
See, I being a housewife, I can always find out a time to come out. I have to take care of rest of the things.
मेरे को एडजस्ट करना पड़ेगा थोड़ा.
So
जनवरी की छुट्टी चाहिए.
It happens.
हो जाएगा. हो जाएगा.
One of us getting leaves is a major issue, of course. At least for
exactly
days, it's a major problem. There is another question. Who will answer that? How do you prepare?
I would like to.
Yeah, like bags to carry, etc. How do you prepare for a backpacking trip? Hiking trip, I would say.
See, it depends on your first is your mentality. Like whosoever I ride with, like I rode with Lipika Biswas. So she is like me in the sense like we like to carry our bags on both sides of the career. It's easy. It feels good, like you are a traveler, number 2. Number 3, when you have to carry your load, so it has to be off from your head. You know, load is there. I still remember when we used to cycle in the during our childhood, we used to double carry, we used to do triple carry also. Did we ever measure the weight of the person who is sitting in front or back? Never. No. But this kind of premium cycling has given, it has to be extra light. It has to be extra light. So keeping that thing away when you are a tourer, I personally believe that I like people who are carrying bags in their front also as well as back. So for a backpacking trip, you need to understand which kind of terrain you are going, which season you are going. Like the terrain we went, during that time, it was very, very, it was windy. It was raining. Most of the days we got rain. And then it was winters. So 3 things. So you have to club everything. Now, thanks to Decathlon, many of the gears are coming which are easy to use, right? So you can spend money on a good cycle carrier, cycle bag which is waterproof, and number three, waterproof jacket, as well as if it is like your leg lower also. So yes, keeping this thing in your mind, and there are few things like apart from, see, if you're riding for a longer distance, more than 100 or something, you need to have your cycling gears like
Right.
jerseys. Jerseys are helpful to because of their pockets, how they are made. Your riding pants, which is very important. Number three, a few clothes to change because you hardly get any time to move around, and you can keep one pair. And apart from that, some food you can carry, which can be we always try to, like, if it is exhausted, you have to refill it, like biscuits, a little bit of candies and all. Because when the moment you go to some remote area, even if you have money in your pocket, you don't get a place to buy it. So you have to remember some emergency food has to be there, some emergency cash, and whenever you are in the remote place, cash has to be there with you. Your card doesn't work. Okay. Number three, extra pair. Apart from your riding, one extra pair is enough for 10 days. With Shumanto, he is a god of less lightweight riding. So, so that he will explain. But yes, for your chargers, power bank, these are very important while you ride, and a very big smile when you backpack.
Right.
Leave your ego behind and be acceptable to whatever is going to come, rather than figuring out this has to happen. The moment you submit yourself to the situation, things happens beautifully. And people are very good. Believe me, people are very helpful.
Yeah, that
Daily, approximately how many
yeah.
kilometers on average you guys did? Now this will
That
be
depended on on us actually,
yeah.
how we felt, how much we were comfortable with. There was no hard and fast rule. Some days we did 100 kilometers. We did 3 century rides. We did some 670, 80 kilometers rides, two of them, and one was around 50 kilometers ride even. So there was no hard and fast rule. We started at the first sunlight, and we tried to finish the day at a place when there is ideally some daylight left,
Right.
so that we can look for accommodation, buy some food if necessary, or if we have to pitch tent. Ideally, you start riding with first
Dawn
light
to
of the day,
dusk. Dawn to
and
dusk is the
dawn
rule.
to dusk.
In
Dawn to dusk is the rule.
Yeah. Especially when you are in the
Remote areas.
remote areas as well as hills.
Yeah.
And
You have to respect that.
Sumanta, can you tell us about your lightweight bike packing?
Yeah.
I had
only one.
I had a Topic two Versa cage I had on both of my fork. So on that I carried my sleeping bag, one in which I carried my sleeping bag and the saucepan.
Okay.
And in the other I carried my tent. I had a frame bag in which I had my stove, all my cycling related equipment, and one large water bottle.
Okay,
That's it. And in the saddle bag, I had my clothing. I had a 10-liter Decathlon 190 वाला जो बैग होता है वो पीठ पे रखा था. उसमें चार्जर, पर्स, cards, and one jacket.
One change
One jacket.
also. Your change also.
No.
Change, which you used to do. He hardly used to open his saddle bag, I remember.
The saddle bag, I used to keep that for emergency purpose. Whatever was there in my bag, that backpack, उसमें जो रहता था उसी से मैं काम चला लेता था.
And apart from the dry food like dry fruits and etc. What did you have on the go? You used to visit the.
We used to have poha.
Okay.
We used to have poha in the morning, poha and packed poha ready to cook.
Mm-hmm.
We used to boil some water,
Okay.
poha dal do या फिर उपमा डाल
उपमा
दो,
डाल दो,
which
correct.
Suchanda bought in huge quantity.
Mm-hmm.
She bought in huge quantity. Till
Tea also.
along we
Tea also.
every
Say tea
Huh?
also.
Tea also. Tea
Yes.
and no,
Ready
tea and
to
coffee.
drink. Yeah. Tea, coffee, and
Yeah, tea and coffee.
we survived on that.
Tea and we survive on that. And रास्ते में जो मिलता है उसी से हम लोग काम
Come.
चला लेते
Yeah,
थे.
because
कभी कभी चाय
yeah,
बिस्किट से ही भी करना पड़ता है, you know, we
चार
manage.
बिस्किट या फिर एक बन रोटी, 4 बिस्किट.
So that's why I
थोड़ा
said
झरने
we
से पानी
had
भर
money
लिया.
in our pocket, but there was no food.
But we did not have any
But
place
we
to
managed.
buy food.
Yes.
so you could not
So
spend.
you have to be open.
You could not spend the money.
There's no option.
There
is
is
no
no
option to
option.
spend the money.
Yes.
Hmm.
So पैसे का जो गुमान होता है ना, वो भी छोड़ के जाना होता है.
Yeah. So
So there is a next question. What's your dream cycle tour you want to go?
Oh my God.
मेरे को तो बोलो ड्रीम क्या है, मेरे को तो साइकिल में ही रहना है. But
Good.
right now, yeah, if it is Delhi to London,
Oh,
if somebody is sponsoring, I would love to go.
cycling and sponsorship is a practically difficult situation. It's easier to get sponsorship if you ride or if you drive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, sponsorship means, you know, I have few things in my mind, but, you know, I don't mind. I have done a journey where I was without money and without mobile.
Mhm.
People have been very generous. Yes, if you have time, just because we are, you know, I'm a mother, I'm a homemaker.
Mm.
So I simply cannot go on and on and on a trip. I too have my own restriction,
True.
constraints. Keeping everything in mind and still if I can bike, why not? So
Right.
yes, a dream. If it is us, dream, I want to cycle around, work, earn my own money on the go and then go to the next place. But that takes a lot of time, right? So I was asking if somebody gives you a sponsorship where I'm not a kind of project for anybody, but I have a project for awareness or whatever way I can be helpful, I can do that.
Right.
And then I can travel around. Yes.
And Sumanta, what is your dream tour?
Dream.
मेरा तो यही है कि भाई
Kazakhstan.
मैं नॉर्थ ईस्ट को देख लूं.
Kyrgyzstan. नहीं, Kyrgyzstan. He wants
वो
to.
बहुत दूर है. वो बहुत दूर है. Pamir is distant dream as of now.
Nothing
But
is
yes,
distant when you start.
नहीं अभी डिस्टेंट है. बट यस, पहला बात तो ये कि मैं ये कर लूं, नॉर्थ ईस्ट पूरा कर लूं.
Okay.
I want to explore the remote areas of Northeast. My next target is Dambuk rowing होते हुए Anini.
Okay.
The cliffhangers of Arunachal is on my checklist right now.
Mm-hmm.
And if it obviously Tawang also, and the Namdapa National Park.
So you are in love with Northeast?
So far, I have seen. Yes, everyone is bound to. I believe in Tinsukia, Suchanda also remember. We were having some issue with our cycle. कुछ इधर उधर लूज हो गया था. बैक टिक कर रहे थे हम लोग.
That
एक
boy
बंदा
came.
आया बाइक लेके. Hey, you are cycling. Where you are going? We said Walang. Walang, वो तो बहुत दूर है. कहाँ से आ रहे हो? मैंने बोला डिब्रूगढ़ से आ रहे. तो बोला डिब्रूगढ़ से 300 ये तो क्रॉस कर गए. अभी 70 किलोमीटर तो हो गया. हाँ हो गया. तो बोला भूख लगा होगा. बोला हाँ ठीक है, आके कुछ खा लेंगे. एक काम करो, मेरे पास दूध है. बोला he took out 2 bottles of milk, raw milk. He was taking it for his home.
That's generosity of people towards
People.
cycling.
He was taking it
And
for
then
his
he
home.
said he used to cycle when he was in college and he did from Tinshukia to Dibrugarh or somewhere. Right?
No, 300 to Shillong.
Shillong,
Oh,
yeah.
that's good.
So, yeah.
300 to
Then
Shillong.
again he met us
to Shillong on a
the.
hero sprint. On a hero sprint.
Yes.
And that guy again met us
went
at Salamgam.
Hmm.
Salamgam.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Again, you got
So-
2 bottles of milk.
No,
No,
I am not into drinking
he was
milk,
going
and
for.
he's very fond of it.
Okay,
Yeah, I am very fond of milk.
good, good,
I'm a tea lover.
good. So that's why you carry
भाई मेरे
tea.
को दूध दे दो. Yeah, she used to carry all our tea and coffee. That was her department.
Depart.
Maggie, YY, poha, then I believe upma,
So,
everything.
so one thing that
She was she was our canteen basically.
so you guys planned it for around a year or so, but
No, no, no.
No,
3-4
no,
months
3-4.
maybe.
No, 2 months also.
3-4.
okay,
2 months
two
maybe.
months.
Yeah, max.
Okay.
This route, actually, we
Yeah.
were planning that Manipur wala, and this came up.
Manipur wala plan.
Okay.
We were actually planning for Guwahati to Shiliguri to Imphal.
Okay.
We were planning for Shiliguri to Imphal when this one came up.
Okay. So if
I saw a video in Team BHP video in YouTube. Then I told her कि ऐसा एक प्लेस है, बोल रहे मैप में दिखा रहा है कि एक्सट्रीम ईस्ट ऑफ इंडिया, चलो यहाँ पे पहले चलते हैं. तो सी सेड चलो, तो हम लोग निकल गए.
For me, it's just cycling. कहीं पे भी करवा लो.
if someone has to plan such a tour, so how will he or she approach such planning? I mean, planning is important in such cycling rides.
आप जस्ट गूगल मैप देख लो, टूर रूट क्या है, रूट को पहले समझ लो.
I'm not
उसके बाद
telling about only Arunachal or Northeast. I'm telling about any.
कोई भी. You just put the topography button on a Google map. अपना एक 3D जो दिखाता है उसमें वो 3D वाला करके देख लो कि कैसा टेरेन है वहां पे. Don't see the elevation chart because that might give you a heart attack. Had we seen that previously कि 6000 मीटर क्लाइंब करना है तो हम लोग शायद बोल देते भाई ये पॉसिबल नहीं है. तो we just saw the Google map कि चलो भाई ऐसा ऐसा है, देख लेते हैं. उसके बाद आपको देखना है कि भाई क्या क्या मिलेगा रास्ते में, क्या क्या पॉइंटर्स है. पॉइंटर्स को सिलेक्ट कर लो. कोई एक जगह पे जाके यूट्यूब हो या कोई ब्लॉग हो, जैसे टीम बीएचपी वाले हर जगह जाते हैं, वहां से आइडिया ले लो. बाइकर्स, उन लोगों से आइडिया, उन लोगों का ब्लॉग है या वीडियो ब्लॉग्स जो होते हैं, उन लोगों से आइडिया ले लो कि क्या what to expect in the route.
Right.
What to expect,
especially in the
उस हिसाब से आप exactly. And this is a remote area. You won't find a Wolong circuit or Anini circuit in the Arunachal government website.
Right.
There is no tourism. This is not a tourist place.
Yeah.
So only some bikers from Assam, they only go there. And from local
Shiv Sagar riders, basically.
Shiv Sagar, Jorhat, Dibrugarh. Apart from them, hardly a very few cyclists. I believe Dibrugarh या दुलियाजान से cyclists लोग जाते हैं. अरुणाचल के लोग obviously they go. Takatamut organizes route over there. So apart from that, generally it's an off-route for the cyclist as of now.
Okay. So
and जिसको record करना है east to west या west to east करना है, those people go there.
Okay.
But apart from that, tourist लोग जैसे तवांग में जाते हैं, ऐसा tourist आपको यहाँ पे नहीं मिलेगा.
There is another question, Suchanda.
Okay, this is for Suchanda.
Yeah, it's what a woman cyclist traveling long days in remote areas should always keep with. Faith and humanity is the best thing. You know, when you are traveling, the moment you are supposed to carry, I don't know if, who is this? Sada Siddha. Acha, Sada Siddha Matir Manush. Okay. If you can explain what exactly you are asking to keep things or keep something for your safety. I need to know first before I answer.
Okay.
Can we ride up to Bhutan? Yes, anytime you can. Bharat sir, you can always ride to Bhutan. Sada Seda, if Sada Seda Matir Manush, if you can explain what exactly you are looking for to carry, then I can always say. Otherwise, whether it's a man or a woman, believe me,
It's same for both of you.
Northeast, especially Arunachal, nobody even bothered to ask the question that how much your cycle is costing you. But everybody said, you can't do that. It's such a huge, such a climb, you know. But rest of them, they never asked that
वॉलम
whether you are a woman or
पहुंचे
a
तो बोलने
man.
लगे अरे भाई आ गए लेकिन किसी ने ये नहीं पूछा आप लड़की हो कैसे चला लो
Nobody asked.
So
किसी ने नहीं पूछा
Nobody
no
asked.
discrimination.
There is no discrimination, and it's absolutely safe, you know, for anybody. People have been very kind, very honest, anybody. And people have been very kind, especially giving space while you were riding. Even in Sri Lanka ride, what I saw, here they come and smash you, right? They take your zone also. But there, even in your climbs, you could see they were actually helping you to go first. You know, if you show them your hand, they will wait for you to cross and then they do. So that was a beautiful thing to ride around.
And when we were climbing, trucks were coming downhill.
Yes.
When they saw us,
that's what I said.
They were halting.
Yes.
They stopped. Only after we passed them, then they waved at us and moved ahead.
Okay. Yeah, downhill is a bit difficult for them also to slam their brake.
Yes.
Yeah, that's why
and they were
giving
heavy
thumbs
trucks.
up.
Right.
People have been very considerate. Yeah.
Good. And so apart from the dream tour, so what is the next tour that you guys are planning? Not the dream one, the plain one.
Tour. Give us a place, we'll go and ride. For me,
it will be Arunachal.
He's planning for next year. So maybe I'll join.
Yeah.
That's good.
And rest I wish to do anywhere. I would love to see India, definitely all parts of India. I would love to ride around south of India. I have done a lot of north of India. So I want to see that south part as well. But now that it's very summer.
And in south, there are lots of good roads, good circuits.
Beautiful.
And there are lots of beautiful riders also. Those who can help you out anytime planning the thing and everything. So we have beautiful riders from Bangalore, from Kochi, from Chennai, everywhere, from Trivandrum.
Chennai, yes. When I did my ride Kashmir, I met with wonderful ladies. So they are there.
Yeah.
So they keep telling me, as we do come and ride with us sometime.
That's why we conduct such live interactions with the community. I mean, this live is not necessarily about you or me or anyone in particular. This is all
about cycling community and how we grow well, right? Yeah.
Okay. So any other question, psychology, that you have got on the chat box or in the question answer Q&A section? Any other question before we wrap it up? Because I can see Sumanta is outdoor, probably he is riding the bike or something like that.
No, I am not riding.
Okay.
I'm just I hope I can show you.
In south, what is the first part you will be targeting? Oh, for me, I would love to start the total coastal one. You know, I want to do that coastal. And once the coastal is done, I want to get into the heritage. I'm very much into heritage because I love architectures, you know. So, and South is like, it's a mine of architecture, right? I am not a pujari kind. I am spiritual, but I'm not religious. But I would love to visit all the temples to see their architecture.
And the person who has asked the question, I know her personally, and she's very interested in architecture and heritage.
Wow.
He has already visited lots of temples in the South India, in Karnataka.
Wow.
And
please help me out to design my route, you know.
I hope that
Sada Sida Matir Manush, please do help me to check out my routes.
She can can help you out with the
I would
right.
love that. I would love that. Yes.
And any other question? Anyone? Because on our WhatsApp groups also we got lots of questions.
Oh,
Not many.
that's great. Love to join the ride. Yeah, absolutely. Let's ride. You know, I love riding with anybody and everybody. For me, your only identity is that you are a rider. That's all.
Right. And that helps a lot on the road. That if you are on a cycle, it's a different
Yes.
ball game altogether than if you are in the car.
Exactly.
And psychology, anything more that we can
No, no more questions. No more questions.
any observations, anything that people want to know? Because I cannot read all the questions here because of the
I think if you can get a list of what kind of bags you people carried on the way. So I
Okay.
think we heard something on the fork, something. But can we give,
Yeah,
because
it's
for the people who will be planning up maybe a backpacking trip or
Okay.
something, if you can help us out on what kind of bags, what are those bags called, where to get it, and why do you go
okay.
get those bags?
Okay.
So good.
Okay.
Sumanto, you give yours,
Uh,
I'll give mine. So
yeah,
let
yeah,
people choose what they
definitely.
want, right? Yeah.
Yes. Actually, I chose more of a bike packing gear setup. I had distributed my entire weight on 3 parts of the cycle. One was on the fork,
Mhm.
another one was another one third. The second third was in the frame itself, the triangle inside the frame bag.
Mhm.
In the fork I had the Topic Versa cage. Topic Versa cage it is available, or you can have Salsa cage also. It is to be mounted on a fork, any fork. Either you have a screw, तो screw से mount कर लो, या फिर if you they give a strap kind of thing, plastic strap, highly durable. उससे आप mount कर सकते हो. तो if you have a road bike or you have a mountain bike, doesn't matter. So long you have a fork, straight fork, आप उसमें डाल दो और स्क्रू से या उस केबल से आप अटैच कर लो. हो गया. उसमें आप अपना सामान एक रोल बैग में, ट्यूब जैसा होता है, जैसा टेंट बैग होता है, टेंट टाइप का करके, बैरल टाइप का करके उसमें अंदर डाल के स्ट्रैप से आप बांध दो. इट विल नॉट फॉल, बिलीव मी. इस रास्ते में अगर 400 किलोमीटर 600 किलोमीटर वो अगर नहीं गिरता है तो वो नहीं गिरेगा. एक. The second half was on the frame bag. Frame bag, you can have anything from Trek and Ride का bag होता है. Trek and Ride is an Indian brand. It's a very trusted brand. उसका खुद का आता है. It costs around $1,000. Trek and Ride का बड़ा frame bag होता है, तो वो ले सकते हो. अगर if you have the good quality, the bomb-proof, the waterproof ones, then you can go for either Apitura or Autilab. या फिर रॉक एक चाइनीज ब्रांड भी आता है, अच्छा है, आर्ट से नाम आता है उसका.
रॉकवील ही है ना?
मे बी
रॉकवील, हाँ. उसका भी आता
मे बी आई जस्ट उसका भी आता है. फ्रेम बैग्स आर अवेलेबल ऑन साइकिल. जैसे ऑनलाइन में भी आ जाता है, मिल जाता है, या लोकल शॉप्स में भी आपको मिल जाता है.
Okay.
Many people do get them stitched with local tailors. You just give them the material, they will make a bag for you.
Oh, that.
आप उसको सिर्फ पिक्चर दे दो, वो कर लेगा. ऐसा भी होता है.
So you can.
एंड पीछे वाला जो है, sorry,
You can customize the bag.
yes, you can customize the bag even. Any bag is customized, can be customized.
Okay.
It is not that कि you have to go for a specific brand. इसके लिए ये बैग चाहिए, वो बैग चाहिए. For example, the stove which I had was made by me.
Are you a scientist?
Out of candle.
Are you a scientist?
Candle.
No, it was a candle.
Okay, that's good.
Candle के मोम को पिघला के डाल दो, wick के जगह पे कार्डबोर्ड यूज कर लो. सिंपल है.
Oh, you're an
It will last for.
innovator cyclist.
No, not innovator. This is you can get it on आपका जो ये होता है स्काउटिंग्स होता है उसमें
I know,
दिखा देता है
I know, I know.
स्काउटिंग में यही होता है.
We all did scouts in some point of time. In this.
Yes,
Yes.
I just implemented it in cycle.
Good, good, good. And Suchanda?
And
Yeah.
then you have a
Acha,
bike
He has
packing
a
bag.
he's still doing. Yeah.
Still there.
He has a bike pack. I have a bike packing bag.
Okay.
वो आप कहीं से भी खरीद लो, अपना साइकिल पे लगा लो, सामान
सैडल पे
पैक कर
लगता है.
डाल
ये
दो.
भी बताओ कि वो बाइक पैकिंग बैग है.
हाँ.
That is put on the saddle. There is a seat
On the
post.
saddle.
On the seat post, it is being so it comes like your tail, you know, which is hanging at the back. But I generally use a carrier. I don't use
Yes.
front till now. I haven't used a front carrier, but I would love to because all the world tourers they use both front and a back carrier. I get really excited to see that. Maybe someday when I will be going for a longer tour, I will be doing that. Rest in this trip, what I did was I was in my career. I had one of my friend has given me his B-twin bags. You know that is totally waterproof. So you just fold it and clip it on the. Otherwise, I have a Otlip bag also.
Mm-hmm.
So that also works. So I had two bags, and front I have that small bag which has all my toolkit and everything. That's all. And water mount. That's all. So
Practically, it's
and
not that.
anyway, it's no. If you don't have a bag, also just buy two bungee cords.
Mm-hmm.
Take a carrier,
Mm.
cycle carrier at the back. Put a bag and put a bungee cord, and then go. Just go.
Right.
Once you start going, so there is nothing, you know, that is absolute. There is
Right.
a scope for everybody and anybody. There are people who are
I-
riding around the whole world
Mm.
just like that, whatever they are having.
Mm.
Just that we want to minimize the things, we want to shape it out into a smaller thing. That's why we are using it. But believe me, to start with, you can just start with any bag you have, tie it with a bungee cord. That's all.
Good, good, good.
I believe you remember Sudiptada Supratim.
Mm-hmm.
Sudiptada did the same thing.